Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Today's a big day. I just learned something I literally have wondered.
2 days in a row.
My entire life.
We've had some pretty big learnings here.
We get to the bottom of the questions that, people want answers to here on this show. And all my life I've wondered, why is it Hardee's one place and Carl's Jr. in another? What's the dividing line? I know some people have...
You're not alone.
I know some people ponder more weighty questions than that. But that's the sort of question I ponder. Why is it Hardee's in one spot and Carl's Jr. in another? Well, I, of course, said it out loud during the break, and our boy here, Bart, gets to the bottom of it. What's the story, Bart?
You're so excited.
I am.
That's awesome.
So, Carl's Jr. is the elder company. It was founded on the back end of a Carl's
on the back of a pickup.
a Carl's drive-in restaurant. That's why this is Carl's Jr.
Ah, well, that explains everything.
Yeah.
And
It's like the son of the drive-through restaurant.
yeah, and so Carl's Jr. started. That was on the West Coast in California, and then Hardee's opened on the East Coast. In 1997, Carl's acquired Hardee's for a paltry $327 million. And there is a dividing line.
Well, why is there a Carl's Jr. in Tulsa?
Because Oklahoma is Carl's country.
That's what everybody wants to know.
Oklahoma's Carl's country. The dividing line is more of a diagonal across the United States.
Previously heard on
Montana,
Chuck and-
Wyoming, the Dakotas, Kansas, down to Arkansas, Louisiana. That's Hardee's country, and east is Hardee's country. West of that is Carl's Jr.
Previously
territory.
heard.
I'm not the only one who's won.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto
Previously
Parts.
heard
Catch
on
up
Chuck
on all
and
three
Bo.
hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple.
Petrino
Just
took
search
over.
for
I
the
said
Chuck and Bo
Hogs would
Show.
go.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Roger in Danville has chimed in. Petrino took over. I said Hogs would go 0-7. Remember, Bo?
Roger's one of these guys that, like, at 7 in the morning, it's going to be a terrible day. I don't care what everything's going to fall apart. They're not any good. They suck. And then at 5 o'clock, I told you it's going to be a terrible day. Congratulate me on being right. Where's my trophy?
You know, everybody's like, traffic stacked up. You're going to be like,
I predicted
what
that.
What
I
are you
predicted
smiling
that.
about?
The Chuck
I
and Bo
called
Show.
it.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo
There we
Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
It's Groundhog Day. We're going to find out today if we're going to have an early spring or 6 more weeks of winter. In fact, breaking news as we begin the program, we are a mere moments away from Puxatawny Phil making his annual appearance. I did a little research this morning. It's in Gobbler Knob, Pennsylvania. Gobbler Knob, singular gobbler. And somewhere between 7:07 Eastern and 7:25 Eastern, and that's where we are right now.
Creeping up on that.
Yeah, we're creeping up on it now. We'll find out.
We should be able to carry it live, right, Edward? You've got that figured out live for. Yeah. Well, you.
Edward
don't-
doesn't have a microphone.
Whoa.
No, we cannot hear
No,
you,
it's
Edward.
not plugged in.
No, you gotta have a cord.
So I was excited that we fixed my microphone situation, but now the most
Yeah, I
valuable
know.
guy to Johnny Carson is not I
It always works out
It's
that way.
it's gonna be fixed here momentarily.
Before or after Groundhog Day.
I who can say? Nobody knows what that road.
Well,
is
you've got
gonna
that
do.
07 to 25 window,
Yeah.
so it could be, I mean, you got an 18-minute window
You
there.
could speak, you just can't be heard, and there's there's something in there. There's something to be learned from that. Yeah, I think we probably all have felt that before.
Well,
And
it
I mean,
always-
others have felt it probably more dealing with us than than we have with them.
You know, it always works out this way, though. I mean, Edward won't say anything for a week, and then we put his microphone in front of you, and the moment immediately calls for Edward.
Right.
And we can't go to him.
That's exactly
It just
right.
always works
Isn't
out that way.
Isn't that the truth?
I mean, it's life.
It's the way the Razorback game felt on
Boy, I'll
Saturday.
tell you what,
well,
that
you
was
needed this and you needed that, and it didn't happen. And next thing you know, you're in a back alley fight, and you're losing the fight.
They out-toughed us. The thing we talked about rebounding, they out-rebounded us by 9-10 rebounds. And we said, you're not winning the game unless you do that. And then throw on top of it, we didn't make free throws again. I mean, we shot air ball from the... What? I mean, so when you get in this kind of game and you get rattled a little bit, that's the kind of stuff that happens, you know, and but give them credit. This was Kentucky coming in more desperate than us and played way rougher than we played and came up with balls that we just didn't come up with, including our guards. I mean, when you talk about all our guard stuff, our guards got like 1 rebound. Can't be that way.
Kentucky won the game. I mean, they came in and won the game. I thought their first play, I mean, when they scored their first basket, there was not much resistance. And it was that way for, you know, a while in the first half. But, you know, Kentucky fans, you know, they get to, you know, they get their fun time right now. But
feel good for them.
yeah, and so, but it was hey, I just thought Kentucky came in, they were the aggressor, and they deserved to win.
Yeah, it was. We couldn't keep up with them defensively. They
Not
were
for a while.
Playing on a different level.
They you know, they scored all their points right around the basket early, and Arkansas didn't. And then it kind of evened up. You know, paint points as the game went on. Arkansas started attacking, but
couldn't make free throws.
well,
You know, when they're getting downhill and attacking and getting to the foul line.
and it was highly charged.
make
It
'em.
was a highly charged
Oh, it
game.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bart was there with his cutout.
Bart, your boy Doug Shows had a big weekend. I mean, he was
Heater.
really
Got
on
a
a heater. He, for those who don't know, he whistled a double technical foul in the Memphis-Tulane game yesterday on the heels of a technical fest at Bud Walton Arena on Saturday night. That's a lot of technicals.
He thought he was the weather guy at Groundhog
I
Day.
guess so.
He thought he was Bill Murray. Groundhog Day.
I'm surprised nobody got tossed in the Arkansas-Kentucky game, if I'm being
I
perfectly
kind of
honest.
am, too, if you want to know the truth.
I thought the officiating crew had zero control over the game.
Well, that's why they were calling technicals.
right.
They wanted to assert control.
Right, but they did a poor job of handling everything. Look, I'm not ever going to sit here and have somebody tell me with a straight face that Doug Shows is a good official. He's just not.
He's Final Four official, Bart.
He's a good
He's
official,
not a good
Bart.
official. He's
Every year.
not a good official. He's just not. He's very bad at his job. He's extremely bad
Do
at
you
his
think his
job.
emotions got the best of him?
Yeah, and they usually do. And that's part of what makes him a bad official, is that he gets emotionally involved in the game.
But it's also his passion for the game that makes him a good official, I think.
That's fine. You're entitled to have that opinion, Chuck.
And you're entitled to yours too,
that's
Bart.
right.
I will respectfully acknowledge you're right.
I mean, look,
And
I'm just.
I will not denigrate it. But
It's every.
for those who do not like Doug Shows,
Yeah, I'm your guy.
denigrate means to put down.
He's a piece of work. He's a piece of work.
Well, listen, here's the problem with you and Doug Shows, okay? We know you don't have any chance of being objective when it comes to Doug Shows. You may be entirely right about how Doug Shows officiated this game, and I would say it didn't come off as one of his better performances. But because of your stance, it's sort of like right wing, left wing. We already know where you stand. So as it relates to when there's a 50-50 call or something on the line on opinion, we already know where you stand. So we would have to look for, like you wouldn't make, if Doug Shows was being prosecuted for grand theft auto and you were on the, that's a game. There's a better way to say it in a court of law, I'm sure. If you were...
Well, I mean, no, that's the legal term.
Is it? Yeah, okay. So Bart gets the jury summons. He's not making the jury.
No, probably not.
What do you mean, probably not? There's no chance.
Yeah, you
You're
would be
not
struck
gonna be
right
able-
away.
You're not going to be on the jury.
I've watched the man call a lot of basketball games over the years, and I've just never been impressed
Who's
with
your
his
favorite
ability.
official?
Anybody but Doug Shows.
No,
is
there
Bart's
are
answer.
some guys out there who I think are quite good.
I do think, you have to look them up.
Well, I don't have their names off the. I was not
that's where
prepared. I was not prepared for
But
that.
that's where I was
conversation.
headed. That's where I was headed with this officials conversation. We can all talk about how the game was officiated, but for a moment, I want to talk about
Like I don't.
this.
I'll say this. I don't like Doug Sermons, for example, but I think he's a good official.
I think that
Doug Sermon.
these
We
are-
haven't had him in forever. I guess he's
How about-
strictly Big 12.
how about-
Big
maybe.
Ten. He does a lot of.
How
Big
about
Ten
Lindsey?
stuff.
How about Lindsey?
Not a big fan of him.
Joe Lindsey?
Yeah,
Hollywood Joe?
I don't like.
How
Joe.
about
Do you
Pat
long for the
Adams?
days of Teddy Valentine?
Yeah, TV Teddy.
Pat Adams
about Pat Adams?
is an horrendous official.
And here's
Horrendous.
Here's
Not-
my point.
Not a horrendous.
The more
and
well-known,
horrendous.
these officials have been around for 25, 30 years. And
you shouldn't know
they're
them.
yeah, you can't help but know them. I mean,
I
Jim
know all
Boeheim,
of
you
them.
know, Jim Boeheim, he was Bill Self. I mean, name the biggest names that you can think of in college basketball. John Calipari, Tom Izzo, like the guys that have been around forever. You know exactly who they are. And with the officials that you begin to recognize and know over the years, every one of them, almost without exception, you're going to say is no good. And it's because you know who they are. And it's not necessarily that you know who they are because they're a bad official. They've been around a long time. And when they've been around a long time, it makes it easier to put a face on it and call it by name. Not the officials suck. That guy sucks.
Let me tell you what happens before every one of our games. We get a sheet of paper, and it's got the pictures and the names of the officials. And Z, who knows all these guys, he has a review for us of every official that calls the game. Like,
It's awesome.
Like, known homer. We'll give you a call so-and-so here, you know.
Wait,
hey,
is this on the broadcast?
no,
or
this
you guys have?
this is just Z letting everyone know what he thinks about the officials before the game starts.
That's got to be a segment.
And I actually thought, if you want to know the truth, I thought Arkansas got some favorable whistles on Saturday night. Shao struck me as a guy that, man, he left the house on Saturday morning in a bad mood, and the whole world was going to, like, feel it before he came back on Sunday night. He just struck me as just being in a bad mood, sour. We are in the dog days of the basketball season. We are in the dog days. I think, frankly, it's affected Arkansas's play a little bit. It may affect everything. These guys, and this includes officials, they've been doing this since the end of October. You know, the new of conference play's worn off, and we're not to March yet. Now, February is going to go by in the blink of an eye. We're going to look up, and it's going to be tournament time. It's how it works. But the end of January, first week of February, I mean, you're just trying to get through it. And I suspect Arkansas and a lot of other teams, when the lights get a little bit brighter, a couple of weeks from now, you're going to see the quality of play increase. Now, if you're John Calipari, you don't want to wait 2 weeks. You know, you don't want to wait until the lights get bright and kids really care again. I mean, you got ball games to win now, and I think it's an important week for Arkansas not playing a game, because once you get to Saturday, everything's going to happen really fast. You got 22 days left in the month by the time you get to Saturday. I mean, February goes quickly. So any work that you get done, any progress you make, you've either got to make video, walkthrough, or in the game, pretty much. So they'll have tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday, and I think those will be important days.
Big week off. Good timing.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I think so. I think so, because again, you're kind of at the point in the season where you're not quite to the stretch drive yet, but every game's still really important.
If you want to come over to the Kool-Aid stand, the rose-colored glasses stand, and you want to listen to a little bit, here's a little bit for you on that. We're just handing this out for free this morning. You kind of worry when a team is they're playing at a high level the entire regular season, because then because it is a grind, and you do get to March, and then you got to maintain that, and you're tired, and you wouldn't necessarily ever choose for your team not to play at a high level, but sometimes you get worried about a team that's great all through the regular season. How are they going to perform, you know, against the teams that took some days off,
Right.
like they do in the NBA, some load management. So if you're looking for a positive, that would be one to look for, but they've still got to clean a bunch of things up if they're going to make a significant run. We got time to get into all that. But this game was at the feet of Doug Shouse, according to Bart.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I'll say the same thing I've been saying for weeks. I sound like a broken record. They got to get better defensively. They just have to.
Did it distract you from what Arkansas needs to get done that Doug Schau was officiating the game, at least momentarily? Did you find yourself focusing on Doug Schau's more than Arkansas's inadequacies in this game?
No, I was mostly focused on what Arkansas was not doing very well.
Did you tweet more about Doug Schau's or what Arkansas wasn't doing well?
Doug Schau's.
See what I'm saying?
Did you let everyone sitting around you know your thoughts?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Did you?
Because that would have been the best part for me.
No. Did I yell at Doug Schau's a time or two?
Did you say, "Ref, you suck"?
No.
Do you think if you'd been on the first row, you would have gotten ejected from the game?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Doug would have had me escorted out.
I know the answers to all these questions like a good defense attorney.
No, I would have kept my mouth shut if I was sitting down there.
Well, listen, if you go into
would've been
First Security Bank today, you need to know two things. It's Groundhog Day. You want to know what you want to be able to share. You would go in there and say, look, got to talk about banking, but I want to tell you we've got 6 more weeks of winter or we don't. And we're going to find out any moment what that is.
I found the live stream.
What's the story? Has it come out yet?
Can you play it?
No, there's a man in a hat. With
Turn.
Shout louder.
Yell towards that direction of that
Yeah,
microphone.
shout it out.
There's like a bunch of people like who look like they're in the Amish community who are like there's like fireworks.
They
there's
look
a
like
huge
the
crowd.
Amish community, or they
What
are
does that
the
look
Amish
like?
community.
What does that look like?
You know, black long petticoats, top hat, canes,
Just wondered.
glasses, good facial hair.
Throw 'em under- throw 'em
I mean, this guy's holding court with a microphone on in front of
absolutely
tens of thousands
Oh, I
of people
found
right
it
now.
here. I found it here.
It looks like the presidential inauguration. The
Are
crowd.
you watching it on Facebook, Chuck?
No, I'm watching it.
There's a YouTube stream.
Yeah. Wow.
There's so many people.
This is a big deal. I'm telling you, it's one.
Whole town's
They
built
made
on
a
the deal.
movie about it.
Yeah, it's the whole town. It's their thing. Is it about to be unveiled? What happens? Does it have anything to do with the sun?
Yes, because if the groundhog sees its shadow 6 more weeks
So if
of
it's
winter.
cloudy this day,
Well, I was
that's part of
sharing
the
this
point.
with Edward a little bit earlier. I got up and did immediate research this morning, and
You did walk in and immediately say it was Groundhog Day.
4 degrees and mostly clear. So that doesn't bode well, because he's going to see a shadow. And that means it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. I was hoping for a cloudy sky.
Do you carry like a farmer's almanac around in your pocket?
Well, there's never one too far away.
All right, we got to hit a break. First Security Bank, helping you conveniently bank every day. More convenient locations, banking better all throughout Arkansas. Every county you'll find a First Security Bank here, and it's like Groundhog Day. It's every day at First Security Bank, whatever your banking needs are. FSBank.com. You can find them online. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Make Valentine's Day easy this year with a gift card from Woodhouse Spa Rogers. And when you go in spa and purchase $150 or more, you'll receive a complimentary Lux Spa candle. Or a $350 gift card gets you a Kendra Scott bracelet at no additional cost while supplies last. Give the gift of relaxation this Valentine's Day. For more info, call 479-335-2800 or log on to rogers.woodhousespas.com. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I'll tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show. The best sports show in the state is, no doubt, the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We are monitoring the live stream of Groundhog Day, and it is awesome.
It can only be described as incredible.
We are going to bring it to you in about 10 minutes. We're going to run it back for you.
Run it back.
It's electric. Bart's monitoring it live. Meanwhile, we got a basketball game that didn't go Arkansas's way on Saturday. And here to talk about that is Cecil. He said when he called in, just put me on.
Yeah, Cecil's got stuff to say.
You are on. It's Monday, Groundhog Day. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Chuck, Bo, Edward,
Bart.
I'm trying to say everybody.
I know. You are.
Got the whole quartet.
You're always polite, Cecil.
Listen, I am still pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm really pissed off. But let me say this right here, y'all. 13 minutes, 0-0-0-0. I've been trying to tell y'all that the boy can't play basketball. It was a bad investment. And I know y'all are gentlemen for the radio, but I am a fan and a spectator, and I voice my opinion. Pringle can't play basketball, man. The whole rotation's messed up. His minutes are disappearing every week. Why would you put a guy in the game? You paying him off the top, but you putting him in the game, and the production is 0-0-0-0. When somebody else on the bench, like Carter Knox, he didn't play much at all Saturday, could do better than that. Man, he has little shoulders. I was an athlete coming up, man. I played the game. I'm from Allen Grove Projects. Physical guys come out and play, fight, whatever. This boy, shoulders are really small. He never gets positioned. He never wants the basketball. When you throw it to him, it hits him in the head or something or whatever. Or he's taking somebody down and just taking them to the ground. So the rotation is totally messed up. Trevin Bazile cannot play his game because he don't have his bag up helping him in the paint. Because Trevin Bazile is like a 2, 3, and a 4. Then he got to play the 5. Okay, Trevin Bazile is a versatile player. He can play. He's a really good basketball player, and he's going to do good in the NBA. But Pringle messed the whole rotation up. He never needs to play. Man, it's going to be March, and it's crunch time. And that's just the way it is. And then you got A-Cup. A-Cup is a great point guard, but he can't play his position because when they put a zone up, we're done. When they put a zone, we're done. Chuck, you saw it. When they zone us up, we're done.
Well, I don't think every time, but I mean,
well, most of the time because Pringle, we're not getting it done in the paint. Now I ain't gonna just say Pringle. You know, Hewen, he didn't do as great as he's been doing, but he's better than Pringle. That's just the way it is. And so when you and then we need to press the ball, man. We got enough players to press the ball. I don't know why would you press the ball when you get down to 2 minutes and then you getting turnovers in 2 minutes when you can press the ball most of the game. There's no way you're supposed to slow the game down because Kentucky was bigger than us in the paint. So why would you play a zone? Why would you play like they play? Run if you run with their back against the when you're going down the court. Am I making any sense, y'all? Because I'm upset this morning. Wow. I want to see us win, man. But I'm watching the game. I don't know if it's a better view on TV or the court or what is it.
Well, look, there's a lot there. It was not a good game for Arkansas. Everybody can see that Pringle has not performed at the level consistently that they need him to perform at.
He's not an offensive guy. He does more defensively maybe than people realize, but he's not a guy that's going to get you a lot of points. Although, go to the Oklahoma game. He had 8 points, if I'm not mistaken. He was 4 of 4 from the floor. You get 8 points, 4 of 4 from the floor out of Pringle. That's a good night.
You know, Cal talked about this a little bit yesterday, and you stay right here, Cecil. Let's hear what he said about Pringle.
It wasn't one of his better games, but I love the kid. I've enjoyed coaching him, but he's got to give us more. He's got to give us more, and it's mainly defending and rebounding and flying up and down the court. We throw him lobs and all that stuff. I mean, some of it's like the way the game plays out, but I haven't lost any faith in Nick, and like I said, I really have enjoyed coaching him.
So what I hear when I heard Cal say that was – they got to figure out how he fits. He's got to figure out how he fits. And that's the piece that brings it all together. But if that's not fitting, if it's not working, like he's not doing it or they're not doing it with him, then you get some of what we've seen. That's what I heard Cal say. Am I wrong? Or is he just not able to play? Is he just not able to play? Like some guys play a certain role, right? And all the roles have to fit. And right now, it just seems like that's the one that's not fitting for whatever reason. But it's not like this game was way more than that.
All right, last word, Cecil. You get the last word. Go ahead.
Okay, guys. Go Hogs. Let's make some adjustments. Y'all see what's going on. It's not working. Let's get it fixed. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, Cecil.
All right, Cecil, enjoy your day. It's Groundhog Day.
Cecil woke up spitting fire.
Well, he's been mad all weekend. Yeah. Like, that sucked. That was no fun to watch for anybody involved or players, like coaches. Nobody liked it.
There is more than one player they need to get more out of. They got to get more out of Carter Knox.
Holy cow.
I mean, you're not going to go where you need to go without Carter Knox playing well. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, Cal said he talked to Carter right after the game. Mm-hmm. Like, he didn't even wait around.
I met with Carter after because I told him we're not winning without you playing. But Billy is playing with so much emotion and passion, he deserves to be on the floor, which may mean I got to play both of them because Carter is a terrific player, but, you know, when you're getting beat the balls and Billy goes in and rebounds and does stuff and all that, you know, I'm not going to cheat Billy, but, you know, we need him to win.
Sometimes we do it a lot. We overcomplicate this thing. Kentucky played harder. They played harder. They played like they wanted it more. They played meaner, and they played tougher.
When I saw them lose by 25 at Vanderbilt, I was hoping it would be the other way around. But you know, this is part of it, and this is part of, you know, what happens in the middle of a season is that you catch people in different situations. They caught a Kentucky team Saturday night that absolutely had to win. I mean, they had to win, and sometimes you catch a team in that spot, and they're going to play with more intensity than you, and you've got to find a way to match it. And that's kind of what I thought Saturday. I thought Kentucky played like a team that absolutely had to win. And Arkansas didn't match that intensity for a while.
All right, we got calls. We got a break.
Right.
We got Punxsutawney Phil. We got Groundhog Day. We've got the festivities. By the way, I'm just going to tell you, this is really something. What they got going on.
It really is. If you listen to what they do.
Knob.
See, I've seen it both ways. I've seen gobbler apostrophe S. The weather app has it as a singular gobbler.
The board there behind.
Yeah, what does it say?
It's with apostrophe.
With
S.
an apostrophe.
Yes.
Okay.
We
so
are going to gobbler's
multiple
knob.
gobblers.
So
gobblers, knob.
Yeah.
We got knob. We know
it's
knob
one
is
gobbler,
consistent.
but it's
possessive.
knob.
Yeah.
There's a knob. There's a possessive
It's the
knob.
knob that is
It is going
gobblers.
to be. It is
Gobblers
going to be
knob.
on the Chuck and Bo Show coming up. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Make Valentine's Day easy this year with a gift card from Woodhouse Spa Rogers. And when you go in spa and purchase $150 or more, you'll receive a complimentary Lux Spa candle. Or a $350 gift card gets you a Kendra Scott bracelet at no additional cost while supplies last. Give the gift of relaxation this Valentine's Day. For more info, call 479-335-2800 or log on to rogers.woodhousespas.com.
Chuck has thoughts. I want to have some coffee and let you guys roll for a while. This is going to be good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It would be a disaster for them to charge a student athletic fee. It would be an absolute disaster, and that should not happen. That's my opinion. I believe that things like utilities, you know, who pays for what. I think all those things can be adjusted, but there should not be a student athletic fee. And if that's the price, then the price is too high, in my opinion.
We got a text, Chuck, along these lines just now from a current student at the university, Eddie. He says, there should not be any student athletic fee. That's ridiculous. We pay thousands to get our education and can't get scholarships. I can't even get loans to cover what I need after scholarships. These guys are making money on top of a full ride scholarship and not getting a degree and bouncing around, and most of them are going to end up doing nothing because they don't have an education and no real world experience. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Well, he's 100% right.
Yeah. In fact, he's 100% right.
If I was a student, I'd feel the same way.
100%. 100%.
I think this can be done without that. In fact, I know it can be.
100%.
And
but that's also a much bigger issue that you're talking about that we have in college athletics.
Yes.
That's real world stuff.
Yes, it's a bigger issue.
I share Bo's belief that there's not going to be a student fee. Ultimately, when it's all said and done, there will not be a student athletic fee. That would be absolute unmitigated disaster. And I don't believe anybody, certainly nobody wants to be the one that gets blamed for it. That's for sure. Everybody's kind of loose with their facts on this, and I include myself in this. I mean, everyone. I thought what we read this morning was a little loose on facts. But I also know that perception is reality, and for a lot of people.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Oaklawn in Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals, all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show. You think you're on anybody's pickup list at school?
No.
Chuck Barrett able to pick up my kid.
No, I doubt that.
I'm going to write you in.
All right, good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
6 more weeks of winter. 6 more weeks of winter. The Groundhog saw a shadow.
Yeah, well.
But that's really not, it's the presentation that makes Groundhog Day. It really is.
Well, it's coming up.
Yeah,
Bart is working on it. He's pulling that thing together, and he's going to bring it to us here in a few minutes. David's in Searcy. I mean, it's quite a scene. David, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Hope y'all had a good weekend. I finally had a good deer hunt yesterday, so after 3 or 4 months, I believe we were due. But
well, what'd you do?
Guys,
what'd you get?
What did you harvest?
Well, here's the deal. On the pictures, of course, I keep a feeder. I keep the deer fed year round, and they were coming in middle of the day. Yeah. They were coming in middle of the day, yeah. So I take my buddy down to my stand, and I say, we're getting in the stand 9 o'clock. We're going to hunt to 1. We're going to come home. I'm going to watch television, and we'll see what happens. Well, we got in the stand at 9, had a big doe down at 10, had another one down at 11, and came home and had a great day. Didn't have to get up early, didn't have to stay late at night messing with deer. Wow. So it was just a wonderful day.
Brunch.
We were really blessed.
Brunch in the deer stand.
Yeah. Well, listen.
That's a good life.
Saturday's game, I was so infuriated for 2 reasons. Number one, the other team was better than we were, played harder than we were, wanted it more. It was obvious, and I was really surprised. That shouldn't happen in your own building. But what I was most aggravated about, I could have took my hunting buddy, me and him, and brought my 14-year-old grandson to the ball game, and we could have officiated the game better than the way it was officiated. Once again, Bart, very intellectual. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah. If Mr. Showles was in charge of that crew, geez, let me tell you, I was raised back watching the Bulls against the Bad Boys, the Bulls against Boston. You're going to have high-pitched games with everybody on edge, and they totally screwed the game up. I mean, really, all they had to do was call the two coaches together and say, "Listen, okay, here's what's going on. We're trying to have a basketball game here, and if somebody wants to fight, somebody wants to hit somebody, they're going to have to hit somebody in the locker room because it's not going to be out here on the court. They're not going to be playing, and we're going to allow the game to be played." But they did not. They chose to call every bump 30 feet from the basket, which stopped the flow of the game, impeded your team trying to make a comeback, and it made it terrible to watch. And it was absolutely a travesty. Someone with experience in refereeing ball games should know how to handle a ball game and allow the game to still be played. And that's just my opinion, guys. And thank you a whole lot.
All right, David, thank you.
Congratulations on your deer hunt.
I was going to say, too.
Yeah. Put a couple does down.
He referred to Bart as intellectual. Did you notice
Very
that?
intellectual.
Very intellectual. Not just intellectual, very intellectual.
Articulate, very articulate.
Yeah.
Intellectual, very intellectual.
That's right.
That's Bart. Brett and Cersei. Brett, good morning.
Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Bo. How are you guys?
Doing okay, Brent. How are
Doing
you
well.
doing?
Groundhog Day. Excited to be here. February 2nd. Good morning.
It's a great day. I was finally able to get out of my house Saturday in Cersei, so that was a good thing.
That's a great thing.
But back to this basketball game, it was a great game. I just hate when the officials take over a great game and don't allow players to play. I just hate it. And now we lost it on several. We missed 9 free throws. We can't do that and win a ball game. And Kentucky, we played them at the worst possible time. They were coming off a 25 or 30 point beat down at Vanderbilt. But it's just one game. We will be fine, and let's don't worry about it. But Doug Schall's made his Teddy Valentine impression Saturday.
TV Teddy. Boy, those were the days, man. Those were the days.
Yeah. He had some flair to him.
Well, he had more than a little bit of flair. I mean, he'd convinced himself people came to watch him.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure he was quite right on
Boyd,
that. Yeah.
if you want to go way back.
Yeah, right.
The referee reminded me of a Mark Curl's crew in football.
Well,
when it comes,
that's a low blow there, Brent.
Well, when you had a bad game, you got to own it.
Yeah, well, listen, we can talk about officiating all we want. That didn't cost us the game. Arkansas didn't play, and they know it. And it was, as Cal called it, a stinker. Out tough.
All right, we've had our last stinker. We've had 2 of them.
It happens. It's going to happen. But there's no question also this team's got some things they got to figure out if they're going to make a run. And that's all anybody cares about anymore now that Cal's here, because that's what the expectation is.
You know, I watched Florida play Alabama yesterday, and they just drilled them. Same Florida team that lost at home to Auburn. So, I mean, it's you don't always know what you're going to get.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's our biggest issue that you think we've got to clean up?
Defense. I mean, there's a lot of things that we don't completely understand that make things really work together on a squad like that. But I mean, it's clear that when they're getting to the rim and scoring at ease, and you can't guard people, and you come out, well above the 3-point line, and they're blowing by you, that's a concern. And then, rebounding, they got out rebounded by 9. You got to be able to finish the possession, and then you got to make free throws. I mean, listen, we tend to get into like intricate things. Make the free throws, you're in the game. It changes the game, puts pressure on the other team.
If you make the free throws, we go to overtime, Bo.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying even if you just forget the total number of points scored, like it impacts during the game, like where the game is, the momentum, what happens next, the possession the other team takes. Like the choices they make. You
I
know,
got you.
like you stop the bleeding for you. You're not as desperate when you come back down the floor.
Hey, before I let you go, our Georgia Bulldogs are coming back down to earth.
Yeah, they're playing better teams now.
You know, Chuck's Brett, thanks for the call. You made the point, and you're exactly right. Like, we're in that sort of dog days of the season. Okay, so now this is where things are going to get refined, and we're about to find out down, the last half of it, what really happens. Like who's going to turn into what they're going to be. Florida looks like they're doing that right now.
I'm going to tell you the stat I'm going to watch is rebounding. Arkansas has been out-rebounded in the last 3 conference ball games. Got away with it a couple of times. Didn't get away with it Saturday. That to me is a sign of where you are in terms of it sounds simple, but I mean, how into the game are you? How tough are you? All those things, in my opinion, lots of times tie into that rebounding stat, and I would like to see him do a little bit better there.
Arkansas Distribution Solutions Incorporated provides safe, reliable, and continuous on-time service to its expanding customer base in 48 states. They're right out of Harrison, Arkansas, right out of Lowell. DSI is always looking for drivers. They know their drivers by name. It's a great place to work. It's kind of like being part of a family. They know home time's important. They've got day jobs. They got overnight jobs. They got the long-haul jobs. If you're looking for great benefits, you're looking for a great company to work for, DSI, drivedsi.com. Go there, learn about the benefits, the health insurance, the vacation time, and that all-important time at home that they're aware of. drivedsi.com. It's 6:45 on the morning drive on the Chuck and Bo Show. You really make me want to call you a moron. I'm not going to do that, but I want to.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life, too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club at Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home. This is not interesting. It's just interesting to us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Can I be honest?
Please do.
I mean, this is me being vulnerable and transparent, which I know you love and are very comfortable with.
I know what's coming.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Coming up at 7 o'clock on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, guys, how you doing today? Are we cold?
Yes.
I didn't think so. Are we ready?
More than ready.
Get on with it. Gobbler's Knob, here we are.
For the love of God, get on with it.
I don't know, guys. Come on, let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Groundhog. Awesome, guys.
I've decided this morning that next year I want to be at Gobbler's Knob, doing the show live, bringing you the festivities of Groundhog Day.
It's like we were listening to an Aggie yell practice right there. I mean, it really was.
That's why you go to A&M.
Yeah, I mean, for stupid stuff like that. So you can go to Groundhog Day.
Exactly.
I was going to say we're sitting here making fun of this production, and we do the same thing, calling the Hogs at every sporting event.
Yeah,
it's essentially the same thing.
I don't know.
They're calling the Groundhog.
Are there 5 Groundhogs out there playing against like a tough Kentucky team?
I didn't know. But Phil gets pulled from his stump in all his glory and held up like the chosen son. It's incredible.
Yeah, it is incredible.
And, of course, Edward has to point out, hey, we're just as stupid. I mean,
Well, to be fair, if you walked in here from Europe and you'd never been to a college football game, and even if you had, you heard the hog call for the first time, you'd think it was the weirdest thing that ever happened to you in your life.
Well, you'd wonder what was going on, that's for sure. What are they saying?
I mean,
we knew what that guy was saying. He belted it out.
I mean, honestly, when you stand up and call the Hogs, doesn't it still feel a little weird?
Nah, I'm getting
I mean, come on. I think it is, like it's different.
Mattingly says.
Round the
Just the pure rich voice, the richness of the voice right there. But and the way they sing back to him. That's good, too.
Wait till you hear the names of the people on the special, whatever they call it.
We're going to play some more of this?
I've requested it.
Okay.
We have other things to play. Can we play all the names of the people on that Groundhog board or whatever?
The board of trustees.
Yeah, the board of trustees for...
They want to win at football, too.
Gobbler's Knob. What a world.
They're fielding a football team.
And they made a movie about it. Groundhog Day.
Hey, we're going to be at Oaklawn on Friday. If you're in the Hot Springs area, come by and see us. We'll be doing the show there Friday morning. They had to reschedule the Southwest Stakes, so it'll be next weekend. The cold temperatures over the weekend kept that from happening. By the way, wherever you are, I hope it's thawed out a little bit. It's thawed out mostly around where we are.
We had a lot of melting.
But there's
Except
still
out in the
some
parking lot, of course.
icy parking lots everywhere. I think we're back to school today for most people.
I think so,
Had a whole week off. 6:55, it's the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like walk-ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites, like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mangarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes, and now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
Hey, it's Bo, and I want to share something that's completely enhanced my day-to-day life. About a year ago, I started telling you about the Sweatnum Edge. Well, over the last several months, here's what's happened for me. My energy level is completely different. My exercise gains have seen a big jump. My mind is clearer, and frankly, life is just more enjoyable. Now, that's my story. What about you? Search the Sweatnum Edge online and get a free evaluation today. It's made a big difference for me, and I know it can for you too. The Sweatnum Edge.
Yeah, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is.
Some moments
just
call
show up
for
and have
more
coffee.
than just a win.
The Chuck
They
and Bo
call
Show.
for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Yeah, nailed it.
I just caught that some people don't have maps.
Yeah, me too. And then years later, here she is at the Fiesta Bowl.
On behalf of the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, congratulations to both teams for an amazing season, an incredible CFP semifinal game, and an amazing, amazing win tonight.
Amazing.
It is my honor to present the Verbo Fiesta Bowl Championship Trophy to Coach Mario Cristobal and the Miami Hurricanes.
Now, in all truth, we don't know if it's the same person, but we're guessing. We're guessing it is.
I personally believe that.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
You look great.
Yeah, really?
Well, I mean, you've been to Miami for a few days.
Jeez.
I mean, if you don't look good after a couple of days in Miami, it's not going to happen.
I aged 5 years, and I didn't.
It's where you find your youth at a place like that.
You know where I ate in Miami?
It's generally down a dark street late at night. That's where you'll find it.
Yeah. I've had those trips too.
Yeah.
This was not one of those
I
trips.
found my youth down that long street one night, right there at the end. There it was.
Lucky to be alive.
Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
The Groundhog.
It's Groundhog Day.
Yes,
February
it is.
2nd.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Now on this February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed President Dunkel to the proper scroll, which reads, "It's my great honor to answer your annual call. So I rise again this morning to greet you all. But today, I wake thinking of numbers and time. America turns 250, and I'm at least 139. Let's celebrate all, young, old, babies, or millennial, and kick off America's semi-quincentennial. We look to the future and not just the past. So I suppose this party could use a forecast. It is my job this February 2 to look to the skies and report back to you that there is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound.
Here now live from Gobbler's Knob, Hall of Famer Clay Henry. Clay, good morning. What do you have to say about
More winter,
that?
Clay.
More winter.
I think that just stands for those folks in Pennsylvania. It does not. It does not.
No, it doesn't apply to us. It doesn't apply.
It does
here.
not.
Okay.
Are there
And
are there watch
and that's
parties
just
around the country for this? Like,
No, that guy was a poet and didn't know it.
Oh,
much like yourself.
Clay's written a lot of poetry.
Yes.
I
Clay has
appreciate
written
that you
poetry.
recognize that.
Yeah, he's written a lot of poetry. There's no doubt about it.
Prose, not poetry.
Pose.
Pros.
Prose.
Pose. Pros.
Pose. Pros.
Yeah.
Clay, good morning. Happy Groundhog Day.
Happy Groundhog Day to you. I don't think if it's 6 more weeks of winter, I've had enough of this crap.
Me too.
I have.
Well, we got some 50s and 60s this week, maybe 60 one day. I mean, you know,
That's
it's gonna
pretty
thaw out.
spring-like. It's fairly spring-like.
Nice,
It'll be
nice
all right.
weekend.
All the piled up snow will
And a
melt.
nice weekend, Bart. A nice weekend's coming.
So do we know that Bart can't break 90 in the sunshine. Can he break 90 on the snow?
You know, Bill Agler has taken Bart on as a project. Hall of Famer Bill Agler has taken. And Clay, if you wouldn't mind, when Bart does do this and Bill leads him to breaking 90, as he has taken it on as his personal mission to do so, I think it'd be great if you, the Hall of Famer, would write about it.
Oh, I'll write about it, all right.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's got
That
the
doesn't sound
overcoming
promising.
adversity theme. I mean, it's got everything you need in a good story.
It really does.
Well, plus it's somebody that I really like.
Well, and it lends itself to prose. As
You talking about Bill Agler?
Yeah, Bill Agler.
Yeah, talking about Bill.
I knew where you were going with that. I've been around long enough to pick up on your humor.
Saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
You saw the body language all the way over
I
here
did.
in Norfolk.
I
didn't you?
picked up on that right away. It'll be a story though, and we got to get the dates on the calendar. I got to tell you guys, I don't know what's happening, but as the years go by, it's February 2nd, and I feel like the whole year is already scheduled.
I don't feel that way.
I don't know what's happening to me.
I've got like of the next 6 months, I've got something on the calendar in 5 of them already.
5 of those
You know,
months?
if you write it on the calendar, then you can do it. If it's whoever's first, either me or Gene Ann, and I'm pretty good at being first.
Well, that's
You know,
because you figured out
talk
that
about.
that's the way to do it. Like
key.
that's where you get more of what you want if you get in there first.
Yeah, and she's just as happy as she can be when I leave. Let's be honest.
Well,
I go on my fishing trips. She's ready for me to go. After 50 years, you go.
Well,
You go.
I mean, you got there are keys to success in every marriage, and that's been yours. You know, Clay needs to leave for a while.
Yeah. Clay, get out of here.
And enjoy it while you're gone.
That's kind of how she says it, Chuck.
So, what'd you think of that basketball game Saturday night?
Oh, you know, it's been, you know, I always like to figure out, you know, when you're doing the bowl games, you know, who's got your stinger, you know, like who's got some fire inside of you, you know, who played. And Cal kind of, his way of talking is that, okay, who's desperate? And you know, it's like they laid it on Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt laid it on Kentucky. Kentucky laid it on Arkansas. I mean, it just, you know, it's who got their fanny whipped, you know, who's coming off these losses. That's what it's been like for the last, you know, 6 or 7 games. And you'd like to see a little more consistency, that you would have that fire from one week to next, no matter what the previous game was. But they haven't figured that out yet. And I'm not being critical. I'm just recognizing that they still have to figure out how to get a consistent effort every game. It can't be, well, we got embarrassed last game, and so now we're going to play hard. And then, you know, you get on that roller coaster. You know, the other thing I wonder about, Chuck, and you're around them, you know, a lot more than I am, obviously, is that if these 2 guards playing all the minutes they have, that they kind of hit the wall. And, you know, it's kind of hard to dig down and get that extra intensity when, you know, your legs are, you know, are wore. And this is going to be a good week for them in that respect, if that's right.
Well, I think part of it, and we discussed this a little bit earlier, I think part of it's you're in the dog days of basketball season. I mean, you really are. And as you were saying, I mean, you don't always get from a lot of teams the same effort every time out. I mean, you look at – now I think Florida, Florida played great yesterday, but then they hadn't played so great against Auburn in the game before. I think 2 weeks from now, when the games mean more, I think the primetime players will play better. I mean, I just do.
They'll play better. Yeah, I do harken back to last year, this time of year, and they really struggled on defense in January. We have to remember, we just finished January. I mean, it was Saturday was in January. And they seem to get better defensively and figure out how to grind a little bit each game after that. And I can remember some of Cal's other teams the same way, that they were better in February than they were in January. I know that he's excited about this bunch, and he's going to give them everything he's got, and so is the staff. But they're going to lose some more games, but I think they'll win more than they lose in the second half, and you'll be 2 or 3 games above 500, and that's going to get you a decent seed in the tournament, and that's what you're looking for.
So when you see this team play, what's the biggest hurdle between being around for the Sweet 16 or beyond?
I mean, just to get more consistent on defense. And I hear people talk about, well, they need this lineup or they need that lineup. In almost every case, they're talking about offense efficiency. Like we need more of this to get. And I look at it completely the opposite way. What can they do to improve their defense? Because when you get broken down off the dribble, things just seem to fall apart. And they have gone in streaks of they can stop the dribble, and then they give up a few threes, and so they try to tighten it down. And there's a happy medium in there somewhere, but they got to play better defense. You can't have to score 88 to win games. That's not the recipe. At least that's not what I've seen is the recipe for championship teams.
Yeah, defensively, that seems to be the biggest hurdle for if they want to have what they think they can have. I mean, the other thing that we don't really talk about much, and you have them so you don't have to worry about it, but you got Darius Acuff makes up for a lot, and you're going to need more than that. Consistency from other guys across the roster to be able to get to where you really want to go.
I just think there's a lot of season left. I am not in a panic after Saturday night.
Just finished January.
This was a game for fans. When you lose a game like this, it is really disappointing because look, Arkansas fans smell blood in the water. I mean, this was a Kentucky team that had lost by 25, and Arkansas had won there last year. I mean, fans expected the Razorbacks to beat them on Saturday night, and then they didn't. And so when you lose a game like that, people tend to they put an air of finality on the game. Well, this is not a Final Four team, or this is not a team that's going to get past the Sweet 16, or this team could lose in the first round. Check in a month.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk in a month.
But I will say, too, though, that's not – it didn't just start Saturday.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
What I mean is the concern on certain areas of the roster.
I agree with that.
But also, what have we seen from Cal's teams? They usually get better. They usually figure it out. And this team has talent. And that's what you would expect to see February become.
Clay, let me get your thoughts on this. Arkansas last year at the end of January, they were the desperate team. Were the desperate team. This year it's more of a hunted situation. Once you get to Saturday, everything's going to happen really fast. 22 days left in a short month, and all of a sudden you're into March. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, these are probably going to be the last really full practice days that you have. Everything after that, you're going to be coming off a game. You're going to be getting ready for a game. Video, walkthrough, shoot-around. In the game, that's where you're going to get things done after things kick back up on Saturday. So I would imagine tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday are going to be pretty intense practices.
I think you're right, and I have a lot of confidence that this coaching staff, and it is a good staff. That's not just John. Knows what to do, and they've done this so many times, and and then you say, well, we saw it last year. They figured it out. But let's be honest, and let's look at what January was. Chuck, they went 6-3.
See, I think this team's going to go 12-6 in the conference at least.
And if you
I think they're going to go
12-6,
12-6 in the SEC
season.
minimum.
Yeah, and I mean, what I'm getting at is it isn't gloom and doom. I mean, they didn't have a bad January.
We haven't even gotten to Valentine's Day yet when all the hearts come out.
And they have played so many tough games that they're, the respect that they have around the country for what this team is. Everybody's seen them play against elite teams, and they're going to get a decent seed, and I think they'll be ready to go in the tournament. But you're right. It's the only thing that matters right now is that we thought they were going to beat Kentucky.
That's right.
And we're going to celebrate on their grave, and it didn't happen.
Clay, what do you think of Doug Schowles?
I just know I see him way too often.
Yeah.
That means you're playing in a big game. If Doug Schowles is the crew chief, it's a big game.
He's a Final Four rep.
Every year.
Grew up in North Little Rock. I think his dad played at Mississippi State.
Doug lives in Atlanta, by the way, now.
He does,
Yeah.
but he grew up.
But he
in North
is
Little
from
Rock.
Central Arkansas. You're right.
Yeah,
Arkansas guy.
And he's a good referee. There are times when he seems like he's making every call, and I think that when you work with a guy like that, a Cloggerty, or you can go back through the history. The other two guys working with him will let him make the calls, and because he's got the rep, he's got the reputation that he's a Final Four rep, and he's a good one. I'm not disappointed when I see him, if that's the question.
That is the question.
That is the question.
You and Bart should have a flight by Yingling and sit around and maybe talk about that.
Maybe
a little
debate
bit. Maybe
the
go to
merits
walk-ons.
of Doug Schowles.
Yeah. 95 calories. Tastes like a Yingling, but it's only 95 calories. Kind of up there where you go trout fishing in Pennsylvania, Pottsville area.
Exactly.
I'm playing. Exactly. America's oldest brewery. Next generation of light beer. Flight by Yingling. Get one today.
Can I have the floor for a second?
Yes, it's yours.
Okay. I went to Pennsylvania, State College area, and stayed in a ritzy lodge. I traded my house in Cotter for a week in this place. In the basement, just before I got there, the owners of Yingling had been there, and they had a refrigerator with beer, and it wasn't the right brand. And a truck came in the week before I got there and installed 6 pull tabs in the waiter room with their beer on tap.
That's awesome.
And I was the only one there. Jean Ann and I were the only one. She doesn't drink beer, so.
Yeah. Well, you had a big
I got lost a couple of times. She called me from the other end of the resort. Where are you? You know where I'm at.
Yeah.
And make it out of the waiter room.
I mean, it's now the tap room. Clay, have a warm week, buddy. Thank you for coming on. HoldHogSports.com.
Happy Groundhog Day, Clay.
No matter what that dog said in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Punxsutawney Phil. Groundhog Day. 6 more months of your 6 more months. 6 weeks. 6 weeks of winter. But you need, if you're paying attention, Pascal can make sure that you're all set up with your HVAC and
I am glad everything's working. I mean, I am. There's nothing worse than wintertime or summertime and everything falls apart. Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric will not let that happen. And if you are a partner with Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric, you know that because they've been to your home. They've done the preventative maintenance. They've made certain that you do have peace of mind when the coldest nights hit and the hottest days hit. Right now we're into the coldest nights, and so that's what we're thinking about. Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric's been doing this for over 50 years. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, you know all about them. If you're listening to this program and they're not there, they're coming to you. And you'll get the peace of mind, and you'll have the peace of mind that so many have had for so many years. And you can find out more about them. In fact, you can schedule your appointment at gopascal.com.
Groundhog!
Do you have more opinions today? Do you have more things that we haven't gotten to?
Hell yeah, brother.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life, too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Make Valentine's Day easy this year with a gift card from Woodhouse Spa Rogers. And when you go in spa and purchase $150 or more, you'll receive a complimentary Lux Spa candle. Or a $350 gift card gets you a Kendra Scott bracelet at no additional cost while supplies last. Give the gift of relaxation this Valentine's Day. For more info, call 479-335-2800 or log on to rogers.woodhousespas.com. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I think I have 1,100 subscriptions. I'm pretty sure. It is so ridiculous.
That guy subscribed to Hulu twice.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Groundhog Day, 6 more weeks of winter. Big announcement
Lies.
today. The stadium concert that's coming to Razorback Stadium is going to be ready for this. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's going to be
Yes.
that guy. This guy.
Full concert from that guy.
The Fan Trap Family Singers. That guy.
That's the crowd singing back at his last show.
That's the show. That's the concert.
Sing
That's
along.
coming to Razorback
Sing
Stadium.
along.
It's a sing-along.
What a time to
And
be
it
alive.
is. It is. It's going to be amazing.
No.
Yeah, Saturday, July 11th. That's what you get. Now it's Post Malone and Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll got a big award at the Grammys last night. Had a big speech about how his life has changed. He's also dropped thousands of pounds. He's dropped an entire.
Are you going to get a facial tattoo for this concert?
I mean, there will be 30, 40 facial tattoos on stage.
I think there will probably be people there that will actually give you a facial tattoo if you want one.
It's part of the experience.
Part of the package.
I don't know. I feel like Jelly Roll's message is he's evolved past that point.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
He's
Post Malone.
He's killing it right now. Yeah, Post Malone has a bunch of them.
Who's the bigger attraction, Jelly Roll or Post Malone?
Oh, that's a
Bart?
good one. That's a
Well,
good
I mean,
question.
Post Malone.
Post Malone's the headliner.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know. Jelly Roll's making
No,
taking a massive
it's not.
Edward
remotely
nods.
close.
Edward nods in
not
approval.
remotely
I
close.
don't think we're the target demo here. At least I don't think I am. But so Post Malone's the
Post Malone has he's hit about every genre. So I guess
his tour.
It's his tour.
It's his tour.
The Post Malone tour, the big stadium tour.
Posty and Jelly.
Huh.
Razorback
Okay.
Stadium, July
Hey,
11th.
can you put 80,000 people in to see that show?
No.
Will it be like as big as the Garth Brooks
No.
show? Edward says yes.
No, it won't.
How many were there for
No.
Garth Brooks? 90,000?
That's
145,000 people?
1 million people inside
the
Razorback
Garth
Stadium.
Brooks Stadium concert was the biggest event ever at Razorback Stadium.
Well,
The
he
most people.
is as iconic as it gets in country music.
And he was awesome.
I mean, that's an iconic act. These guys are hot acts. I don't know if they're iconic acts.
Yeah. They're acts. I mean, it'll be big. I don't know if it'll be 80,000.
50? Put 50 in there?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Edward?
I don't think
50?
they're
Will you
doing
go?
the whole stadium like they did. From what I understand, they're not. It's not going to be the entire stadium like it was for Garth Brooks. So it's not even going to. I don't even think they're trying to sell that many tickets.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that this sells out Razorback Stadium like the whole thing.
Yeah, and again, I
Right.
think they're not even quite
Right.
set.
Yeah.
up.
But they need that big a venue to be able to have.
What's a big
this
stadium
concert.
tour?
Do you think
Correct.
Post
Yeah.
Malone's bigger than Luke Combs? No,
Edward?
I disagree.
Bart?
I think Post Malone.
No, like objectively, just from
I'm
like
saying
a music,
filling out a stadium. Like if you're trying to fill out a stadium, like Luke Combs did all last year, I don't think Post Malone can do that by himself.
Well, part of that that's kind of a different conversation. That's
the conversation I'm having.
That depends on the locale.
Doug in
A
Mountain
lot,
Home
too.
says it will sell out. Says it will sell out. Post Malone.
I
and
imagine it would.
Jelly Roll.
You going?
Of course they're going to go. It's July 11th.
Be hot.
It'll be a, is that Friday night?
That's a Saturday
night?
night.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, there you
That'll
go.
be
Summertime
big.
in
That'll be
Fayetteville.
big.
Summertime in
It'll be
Fayetteville.
full. They'll come from
Yeah.
miles around.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
All right, that's the big announcement today. Other headlines. We got another NBA player trying to play in college basketball. This guy actually played in NBA games.
Yeah.
Amari Bailey, former UCLA standout, said he's attempted to become the first basketball player to return to college after playing in the NBA. What a distinction. These other guys signed NBA contracts but never played.
They just never got that
Yeah.
far.
It was a great theater momentarily there in Florida.
Oh, it was.
When
That was
Charles
great.
Bediako went to the free throw line, and this is what he was greeted with.
Alex Condon trying to tap it in. It was just
G League dropout.
That was great.
Unbelievable.
That was great.
So good.
Hey,
G
Florida
League
just
dropout.
drilled them, man. I mean,
One.
lost in all the trash talking as they just drilled
Well, they
them.
scored 72 of their
Yeah.
100 points in the paint.
Yes.
against a G League player.
Florida looked pretty stout. Boogie's playing well for him in the backcourt
He had
right
8
now,
steals,
too. Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah, Boogie picked their pocket all day.
Other headlines, the College Sports Commission has started an inquiry over a potential violation of rules related to unreported LSU player compensation.
Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. If we can morph into college football here for a minute. This LSU Ole Miss thing is about to explode. See, I think Ole Miss is going to get hammered for tampering with this Clemson player. I think they're going to get hit. I think Pete Golding's going to be suspended for 1 or more games. I think they're going to be fined probably $500,000. They're going to be recruiting restrictions that are going to be put on Ole Miss. And then Ole Miss is going to tell on Lane Kiffin. And they're already doing it. And this is going back and forth. I think it's going to be great theater before it's over.
Going to be a messy offseason?
It could be. I'm pulling for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I am pulling for that. I'm not going to lie.
Well, you do wonder, is there some sort of course correction? And I don't know if it fixes everything, but the idea that you have organizations like the College Sports Commission who are supposed to be monitoring certain things, and the idea that they're not, and all of these things are happening, you got to have some sort of response to let people know, well, we are monitoring it some level. We do have a little bit of power. It may not be as much as we'd like to have, but we can hit you with something.
You know, first off, I'm not sure that they're really there to actually punish people. I'm beginning to believe they're just there to make it all look good, because it's they're not policing this thing.
Well, who's going to punish Ole Miss then?
I think the NCAA will come down heavy on them because they've been given the evidence. And as so many have said, when you are handed the evidence and you don't do anything, it means everybody gets to do it from this point forward. There has got to be a line drawn there. Look, tampering in some form and fashion is inevitable, whether it's in the handshake line. I wouldn't even let my team go out and shake hands after ball games now if I was the head coach. I wouldn't even let them go out there anymore because of the nudge, nudge, wink, winks, give me a call. But that stuff, you can't stop it. But when a kid's in class and you have text messages and you have all the evidence that they've done this, they will do something. Pete Golding, I believe, will be punished for this.
So the College Sports Commission is the one that has apparently the
I'm talking more about the NIL deals.
Yeah.
I think they're just going along to get along.
Well, they're talking about a violation of rules related to unreported LSU player compensation. I don't know that the Sports Commission does anything, but they do tell the NCAA, and then we'll see if they can do anything. But I'm sure the NCAA is tired of basically being laughed at. And so they're going to – and what they do is they hit somebody. Like there's a bunch of bad actors, and they just pick on one of them. And they punch them right in the face.
I'm going to draw an analogy to a small-town newspaper.
So look at this.
They may not go cover your event, but if you'll write a little story for it and bring a story about it and bring them to it or bring it to them, they'll put it in the local paper.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be there. The NCAA, sometimes you got to bring them the evidence, and that's what they've done. They've got Ole Miss red-handed. Now, whether or not they're going to do anything, I don't know.
Teamwork Roofing and Construction has you taken care of. They've got people on your side working for you, whether it's a remodel, cabinets, or a roof. They got licensed crews, certified materials, and they're going to take care of you. You don't have to worry about what other people are doing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. You can depend on the work that you're getting done. They are all over Arkansas and beyond. If you go onto that website, you can get a quote today. You can see the work they've done. And you'll be glad you did. Teamworkbuilt.com, Teamwork Roofing and Construction and Cabinetry. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. It's Groundhog Day. We will meet the inner circle of the people who make up Groundhog Day. And it is.
Chosen
it
few.
is really something when we come back. And we'll get to your calls. 7:32. Good morning.
There we go. Here we go. Let's take some personal shots. You want to? I mean, come on. Let's take some personal shots at him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino where the energy goes all night.
Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly, and Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It would be a disaster for them to charge a student athletic fee. It would be an absolute disaster, and that should not happen. That's my opinion. I believe that things like utilities, who pays for what, I think all those things can be adjusted, but there should not be a student athletic fee. And if that's the price, then the price is too high, in my opinion.
We got a text, Chuck, along these lines just now from a current student at the university, Eddie. He says, there should not be any student athletic fee. That's ridiculous. We pay thousands to get our education and can't get scholarships. I can't even get loans to cover what I need after scholarships. These guys are making money on top of a full ride scholarship and not getting a degree and bouncing around, and most of them are going to end up doing nothing because they don't have an education and no real world experience. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Well, he's 100% right.
Yeah. In fact, he's 100% right.
If I was a student, I'd feel the same way.
100%. 100%.
I think this can be done without that. In fact, I know it can be.
Yeah, 100%.
And
but that's also a much bigger issue that you're talking about that we have in college athletics.
Yes.
That's real world stuff.
Yes, it's
Chuck.
a bigger issue.
I share Bo's belief that there's not going to be a student fee. Ultimately, when it's all said and done, there will not be a student athletic fee. That would be absolute unmitigated disaster. And I don't believe anybody, certainly nobody wants to be the one that gets blamed for it. That's for sure. Everybody's kind of loose with their facts on this, and I include myself in this. I mean, everyone. I thought, what we read this morning was a little loose on facts, but I also know that perception is reality, and for a lot of people.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
My biorhythms were like screaming over the weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt it the minute I walked into the casino Thursday night. I knew it was going to be well. I knew things were going to go well. I could feel it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
From the beginning of the game, they were tougher, they were sharper, they played with more energy. When we finally caught them, then we did just why would you do stuff to get technicals in a ball game like that? I don't get it. Instead of that, you ready for this? Fight to go get rebounds. Don't do that stuff. There's no place for it in our game. But give them credit. I mean, we didn't play particularly well, probably because of them.
Hogs come up short against Kentucky. 85-77 the final. Arkansas opened the second half with a 22-11 run to take the lead. But with the game tied at 63, 8:02 left, Kentucky had a 5-point possession and held the lead the rest of the way.
Critical part of the ball game right there.
Rod's on I-40. Rod, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show. What's going on?
Well, I was doing pretty good when you played that one with that girl with the maps, and it just mentally warped my whole brain. But, Groundhog Day. Yeah, you should go up there to Puxatawny.
Have you been there?
All of it. Oh, not to Puxatawny. I've been to, Pittsburgh, Hershey, Philadelphia, all those places. There's really no reason to go to Puxatawny with a truck.
I'm going.
Not much.
I'm going. I'm going next year. Gobbler's Knob. I will be there. Edward wants to go with me. I want to do the show live from there. I want to make it happen.
If you go there and you're in a B&B and you wake up to hear the song Sonny and Cher, I Got You, Babe.
Yeah.
You may be repeating that day more times than you think. You know what I mean?
Could happen.
But, no, I've got no interest in that. I did think our basketball team looked a little fatigued, just a tad. But they'll be all right. They'll right the ship. I was ready to give up last year when we were 0-5 in the conference, So Cal's got a way of turning these things around convincingly. He'll use this loss. He will. This is ammunition.
I'm sure of that.
Too many wins is rat poison. Is that what Nick Saban said? So, don't start believing your own press. You'll get in trouble if you do. Yeah, I wish you luck on 4 degrees up there. That's about the average temperature at Puxatawny this time of year, That's
it was chilly there this morning. Chilly there, 4 degrees.
That's about right. That's about average. I mean, I remember being in a dock, New York City, 86, dropping a load. Couldn't wait to get to Connecticut, pick up a load, and get the heck out of there to Portland, Oregon, right? So, someplace warmer. You don't think of Wisconsin being warmer, so you get up there and go, oh, geez, this is really cold. And you go, oh, it's winter. To them, this is winter, right?
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Well,
we
all make choices. I'm not saying everybody that lives there made the choice to live there, but we have a choice to live here, and we're choosing to do so, and that's one of the reasons. I don't care to go to harsh winter places and stay there. Not for me. By the way, also announced today, 2 things. Bart just discovered that there's a Gobbler's Knob
in Bella Vista.
Yeah. So maybe we could
use an apostrophe too.
It does not appear that there's an apostrophe. No.
Okay. Maybe that could be like a satellite site next year for Groundhog Day.
Go to the Gobbler's.
We're at the wrong
place.
The wrong place. There's no one here.
My GPS sent me here.
Second big announcement this morning: Post Malone and Jelly Roll, July 11th, Razorback Stadium. 9-time Diamond certified global superstar Post Malone, 7-time Grammy nominated entertainer Jelly Roll. It's part of the Big Bleep Stadium tour.
Big stadium.
The big ass stadium tour. Okay,
that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Post Malone, this concert last year, number 8 highest grossing concert.
Is this like presented by the Fan Company, like the big ass Fan?
No,
or did they just name it that?
I think they just.
Did they just run out of creative names? So let's just throw a big in there.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
This is the Big Blank Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, it is. Maybe we should change. Maybe we should adjust the name of it. Tickets go on sale Friday, this Friday at 10 a.m., bang, it'll just boom.
I'm telling you, the people that are texting in predict a sellout. They predict a sellout.
I don't know how many tickets are available.
I don't know either.
It looks like this has been around like depending on the venue, upwards of 55,000 people.
That's a lot of folks.
Yeah.
Arkansas is sort of on the back end of this stadium tour. It starts in
hope they're not
in
tired.
April. It starts as early as April. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Or April 10th is their first show in Fort Lauderdale.
And this is the second half of the tour. The
take
second
a break.
leg. Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna.
That makes sense.
They're going to be in El Paso, Albuquerque. They're going to be playing Baylor Stadium,
home of the Lobos.
Baylor apparently
play the Pit.
Apparently, Baylor making their announcement used some whiteout on this the big bleep.
It just says Big Stadium Tour.
Yeah, they took it right out of there. How about that? They're going to play Ole Miss. They're going to play Vaught Hemingway.
They're playing Tiger Stadium down in Baton Rouge. It's a big tour.
They're playing Lucas Oil Stadium, playing some NFL stadiums.
Well, you got to have a stadium.
They're playing Kauffman Stadium.
They're not playing little stadiums, only big stadiums.
If you miss them, July 11th in Fayetteville, you can go to Kansas City. Catch them there.
I've seen a concert in Kansas City. That's a big stadium.
I'm just trying to figure out how many of these I can go to.
Yeah. Playing my summer.
William in Lafayette, Louisiana. William, good morning.
Good morning. How y'all today?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
Doing well. Chuck, I got a question for you. Based on what you saw with your eyes, would you say that DJ Wagner and Oakway for Kentucky, would you say they're pretty similar? Like, do you think DJ could tee him up? We got them again in the SEC tournament. I want some more, though.
Physically
I want to
whipping?
beat him. Yeah, I mean, just as a matchup, in your opinion, could DJ match up pretty good with him? But I would like this thing.
Who are you talking about? I can barely hear you, William. Who are you speaking of with Kentucky?
Oakway, right?
Oakway.
Am I saying it right?
Otega Oway. I got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think there'd be some plays where Wagner won. I think there'd be some plays when Oway won. I don't think one guy's going to stop Oway. No, I don't think that.
Well, I trust our Hall of Fame coach. I'd like to see those guys from Kentucky again in the tournament, one of the other ones. And I think we'd have a better game plan, a little bit different. You guys have a good day.
Thanks,
home.
man. I thought DJ played well at times in the first half, and his minutes really went down in the second half.
See, I don't think it was a game plan deal. I don't think it was anything like that. I thought Kentucky came out and played like a team that absolutely had to win. From the jump, their intensity was greater, and Arkansas was not able to match it. Now, I know that for fans, you fill that arena up and you think, well, how in the world can you not match the intensity of the opponent with all of us there screaming and yelling? I don't know the answer to that part, but I know if you watch the game, literally from Kentucky's first possession, they were the more aggressive team. I thought Kentucky won the game. I don't think Arkansas lost the game. I mean, somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, but you know what I'm saying. As Cal said, Kentucky went out and took it. And I think that's what happened. I'll bet if they play again, it'll be different.
We're brought to you in part by Blakeman's. They celebrate big occasions like Valentine's Day. They help you do it. It's not only where Arkansas gets engaged, but it's where Arkansas can find a diamond every day at Blakeman's. Of course, you're going to shop at Blakeman's for Valentine's Day. I mean, where else would you go? It's in the purple bag. It's going to be an experience that just takes it to an entirely different level and lets the person that you know what you're trying to let them know that you meant it. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, more than jewelry. It's your story. It's 747. Good morning. You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea, and when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
I want to see you and Bart in the old three-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
We've been thinking that you travel a lot, and we were wondering if it'd be okay if you just shared your location with us.
Probably not. But
just in case anything happens.
Yeah, I
just with the family here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
would you mind sharing your location with us?
I would mind. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo
All right,
Show.
so we've been telling you about Groundhog Day all day. 6 more weeks of winter. Punxsutawney Phil saw a shadow. We'll play the announcement for you after the top of the hour. So around 8:02,
full announcement.
to get the kids in the car. If they're there now, make them late for school. This is important, and they missed a whole week of school anyhow. So just being late today is not that big of a deal. They can walk this in there, today and talk about it. We want to meet the inner circle of the people who bring out Groundhog Day. Now, we don't have time for all of this, and at some point, I'm going to have to cut it short. But let's just listen in for a
Mr.
minute.
Vice President.
Yes, sir.
Dan McGinley, will you please introduce the members of the Inner Circle?
Be happy to. Thank you. Welcome again. Happy Groundhog Day to all.
Happy Groundhog Day to you.
It's time to get serious. We need to hear what Phil has to say. But before we do that, we want to introduce those standing on the stage who make Groundhog Day possible. First of all, I want to acknowledge all the dignitaries that are joining us here on stage. Been here all morning, and they're a big contributor to Pennsylvania and Punxsutawney and Groundhog Day. Thank you to them.
Yes.
Emeritus member of the Inner Circle, Tom Uberti, big wind maker.
Big wind maker. Huh.
There's an Inner Circle member that we need to acknowledge. Former president, former handler, Bill Dealey is no longer with us.
Oh, wow.
Dealey.
Dealey.
Bill Dealey was a big part of this for many, many years, and we miss him. Now, for our current Inner Circle, please say hello to Patrick Osakowitz Ozone.
Patrick, what?
Pat Cassidy is the head huntsman. Former President Jeff Lundy, Fairweatherman.
Fairweatherman.
Farkas, Frostbite. Jay Lundy is Overcast. Say hello again to Jason Grusky, Big Chill.
Big Chill.
Big Chill.
Top Gun?
Seriously.
Listen to the crowd, the way they were.
Chief Healthman John Johnson. Robbie Gemmel is Storm Builder.
What are the nicknames? What is this?
Daybreaker, Jory Syrian. On the Groundhog call was Rob McCoy, Downpour.
It's incredible.
And that over there is Butch Iceman Philibert.
There he is. Iceman made the cut.
The Iceman coming.
Oh, my God.
Top Gun.
This is, and they got this chant thing that's
Groundhog.
Here they go.
Telling you, Aggie yell practice. That's what it is.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah, awesome. Texas A&M grads, your future's awaiting you. It's 7:55 on the Chuck and Bo Show.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending to running a small business to helping your kids learn more smart money habits or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Dane, when you look at the SEC right now, there are 3 or 4 teams out there that seem as though they might be the ones to, win this thing at the end. All of them seem to have that common denominator of, can they be good enough defensively down the stretch? It seems like when you look at Arkansas right now, and they're not the only ones, that offensively, when they get it clicking, they're as good as anybody out there.
They are, and I think, look, they're really good in transition when they get the game going up and down. That's one that look, if I'm going against Arkansas, it's try to take some time off the clock. You guys have heard me say that on the broadcast. I thought Auburn probably did the best job of that, where they would get a defensive rebound, they'd push it up, and they didn't have anything. Stephen Pearl was just telling everybody, slow down, and they were just kind of intentionally running a little bit of clock, then going into a set play. Even if you didn't score late in the possession, just taking some of that tempo out of the game, I thought was really effective. But the key that I think where I'm impressed with Arkansas is that they're not just so reliant on fast break points. They're great in transition, but it's not like, hey, as long as you stop their transition and get back, you'll beat them. They got players that make plays in the half court. And I think that the confidence factor, Malik Thomas, he's never seen a shot he doesn't like, but that's what makes him dangerous too, is, he misses a few in a row, and as an opponent, you're not sitting there saying, oh, you know what, he can be a little streaky after he misses the first few, you're good. No, you he's going to keep coming at you, and I think that's really important. Having Carter Knox, Trevin Brazile, those guys contributing, making some plays, I thought was really key to take off some of that pressure from those 2 freshman guards.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
That yell leader stuff is the weirdest crap I've ever seen. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen another human do.
I'll tell you what's really weird, too, is watching them practice. They practice before the games outside the stadium.
If that was happening out front of Circle K this morning at 5:40 or whatever when you're coming in here and you saw that happen, you would call the authorities.
Every time I see it, I expect people to start drinking Kool-Aid and just falling out. I mean, it is nuts.
The Chuck and Bo Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
Do you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Here we go. Groundhog Day.
What's going to happen?
2nd. Let's find out.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Now on this February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in groundhogese, directed President Dunkel to the proper scroll, which reads, "It's my great honor to answer your annual call. So I rise again this morning to greet you all. But today, I wake thinking of numbers and time. America turns 250, and I'm at least 139. Let's celebrate all, young, old, babies, or millennial, and kick off America's semi-quincentennial. We look to the future and not just the past. So I suppose this party could use a forecast. It is my job this February 2 to look to the skies and report back to you that there is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound."
Boo.
Stupid rodent.
Bart, can you describe what you saw as you pulled this from the live stream on YouTube,
the internet,
and the interwebs? Can you describe what you were watching? Top hats,
crazy people,
canes,
crazy people.
One of the stranger things you'll ever watch, and that's putting it mildly. These are some weird people. these are
round cult-like.
Enough said. Yeah, it's
Cult-like.
definitely a cult. There have probably been some shady business practices or illegal operations covered up by this crew.
I'm in.
They all have nicknames.
The inner circle. You think they've ever made anyone disappear?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, some of these people. I'm looking at them right now. Some of these people look like they know where a body's hidden.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what happens.
Like Butch Philibert here. He looks like he's trouble. Iceman. Iceman looks like
they
he's
said
trouble.
a guy was no longer with them.
Yeah, Dilly or something.
Dealy, please.
Big windmaker.
Yeah, big windmaker. Iceman.
Big
Iceman.
windmaker, Iceman. Thunder Conductor. I don't know if you caught that one.
That one blew right by me. I didn't catch that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's. Why do I want to go? I do. I want to go. I can't explain that about myself. I'm curious. I want to go.
That's
check
a hard
it out.
one. That's a hard one.
Well, I think
for
it's
everyone,
because of the
maybe.
movie, and then just watching this whole.
It's
just the weirdness of it all.
Yeah, it's and they're so. I don't know. That guy was quite an announcer right there. That was a very professional read.
Yeah.
I mean, who is that guy? Where did they bring him?
I believe that's Vice President Dan McGinley, a.k.a. Moonshine.
Moonshine.
That's who I believe that is.
What is? Can you tell
me? Member
me?
Since 2015.
Can you just give me some perspective on the area? Like, what airport would we fly into? Where is this located in Pennsylvania?
Well, it's in the middle of Pennsylvania, I believe.
Central Pennsylvania.
It is. Yeah, I mean it's.
Go to Philly or Pittsburgh?
You go to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Pittsburgh's the way to get there.
Rent a car. Head that way.
Yeah. You take. Yeah.
Take the directions. Go.
Take a map. Do you need a map? Is that what you're saying?
you do need a map. Yeah.
Put it in Waze and get there.
It's not. Doesn't seem like the easiest place in the world to get to, which probably explains a lot if we're being honest.
By the way, Jelly Roll and Post Malone playing at Razorback Stadium, July 11th. Tickets go on sale 10 a.m. Friday. This Friday. Clay Henry has weighed in and said he has, I guess Clay hadn't heard any Post Malone, so he's listening to Post Malone. Not for me. You can have my seats. I don't think that was ever in question, Clay.
Yeah.
Okay, Clay's not going.
But if Clay has
Clay's not
tickets
going.
that he would like to give me, that's fine. I'll gladly accept
You're
them.
going to go.
Yeah,
You're going to go, Edward? Bo, you going to go?
Probably.
Yeah.
Wait, if Clay's saying he doesn't like Post Malone or it's not for him, I need follow-up questions like, whoa, which Post Malone are you listening to? Yeah. I mean, there's like he's hit about every genre.
Yeah. Are you listening to old Posty, country Posty?
Posty.
Now, what's the difference between old Posty, as you put it, and country Posty?
Well, it's just a completely different sound.
Oh.
Okay. So stick around, Clay, and you might find something you like.
Yeah, listen to his most recent album, Clay. That might be more your speed.
And then, of course, Jelly Roll's Jelly Roll.
And you also just might not like him, and that's fine.
There's going to be a lot of facial tattoos there.
A lot of facial tattoos. Both of those guys have done a lot of that. The Post Malone.
Bart's going to get a facial tattoo.
No, I don't think that's
going to.
Don't think that's going to happen.
I would I do think that for Halloween, which I know we're just decades, it feels like, away from Halloween, but you with some facial tattoos for Halloween, like maybe being Post Malone, that would be sick. That'd be like,
would it?
Yeah,
would it though?
Yes.
It would be sick. Yeah,
yes.
with a K.
Unlit cigarette. Hang out here. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah,
it would be it'd be really something. I think you should try that. Just I know it's way down the road. You've got a million holidays to celebrate between now and then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Bart, how was your weekend?
Weekend was fine.
We haven't really talked much about your cutout. Your cutout was dropped off at Bud Walton Arena in the morning.
It was there.
And it was there, and it was happening on television, and it made several appearances. And in fact, Edward took a picture of his
I did
son
see
Bennett.
that. Yeah.
And
do I win the gift card?
Yeah, that we were really late doing that. We didn't get that out, But yeah, you can have a gift card for sending in a photo.
Well, people were demanding it inside the arena. I can just give you a report from in there. People were saying, "Well, what about the gift card?" And I'm like, well, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I know.
And
it was a late ad.
Well,
like, take a picture with the cutout, and then I think people did, and then they didn't send it to us. But Bart was all over television.
He was. That and we knew it would be that.
You're 1-1 now. Your cardboard cutouts 1-1.
Yeah, disappointing in the result of the game.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
I don't like having that loss.
That Kentucky foul, technical foul that was called after the dunk. I forget who it was. Dunked and then yelled into the crowd. And Doug Schaus thought he was yelling at a player. That guy was yelling at your cutout.
He was yelling at the Bart.
It was right there.
Well, so it had an impact on the game. In one
did.
moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But.
Right.
Who was the other game? What was the game?
Texas.
The Texas game. Mm-hmm. All right. So you've beaten Texas. You've lost to Kentucky.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got the A&M game, midweek game. That'll be a big game.
It's kind of lost its, I don't know. It's kind of lost its juice now. I don't know. We might need to get Bart in like a headband and some Chuck Taylor Converse, some high socks, some short shorts, and like a tank top like he's a basketball player.
Mimic those kids that did the birth thing while the other guy was shooting the free throw, and have Bart's cutout emerge. And have Peyton or somebody have some, swaddling clothes
waiting.
Listen
to you, and he'd been a birthed baby.
That's right, a birthed
full
baby.
human.
That would have been a whole different ballgame
That would have been
there.
That would have been exceptional. Clay now chiming back. I'm going to read this.
Clay
verbatim.
doesn't have anything to do.
I'm going to read this.
Right,
he's
go
at the
ahead.
fly shop.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so he doesn't have anything to do.
That's what I'm saying.
I did listen to his early tracks. It was rap. So he doesn't even know this whole new genre of post.
Is he a mumbler, Bart? Someone suggested on the text message line that it's mumble rap. Is he a mumbler?
No.
I'm just asking. Somebody brought it up. I'm just asking for him.
What is that? I want to hear you describe
mumble rap. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Is that Brian from Ozark rapping?
Somebody texted in, said it's mumble rap.
All right, time to go to the Chevy of Fayetteville situation room. We have breaking news. Bart Pullman standing by. Bart, good morning.
Good morning, guys. This is some breaking college football news. With ties to the natural state, Gus Malzahn announces that he is retiring from coaching.
Wow.
After 35 years coaching football.
Really?
Gus Malzahn retiring. Florida State will be there. It looks like they're promoting from within to replace him as the offensive coordinator there in Tallahassee.
Huh.
Well, here's the deal.
That's a Monday morning.
That sounds like maybe it wasn't completely up to him.
Well, it does kind of make you wonder. I also think, too, that, he's on a staff there that may very well be out of work, at the end of the year. And so he's going to have to go through the process again of finding a job.
Statement from Gus per the news release from Florida State. After 35 years, it's time for me to step away from coaching. I'm excited to spend more time with my family and focus on the next chapter of my life. I want to thank Coach Norvell for giving me the opportunity to coach at such a prestigious program. I will continue to follow Florida State, and I believe great things are ahead for the program under Coach Norvell's leadership and for the offense under Tim Harris, who will be the...
So now, every year on Groundhog Day,
Gus Malzahn will retire.
You have to do this again. You have to just bring that story back every year. Gus Malzahn retiring.
Especially if he takes another job somewhere down the line.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And that could happen.
It could.
It's my understanding Gus will be at the high school coaches convention this week.
Retiring can be a vague term. It can mean a lot of things. It doesn't mean you've stopped. But maybe he will.
He had himself quite a run.
He did.
Won an SEC title at Auburn.
From Shiloh or from Hughes, that doesn't even have a football program anymore, to Shiloh, to Springdale, to Fayetteville.
He was the one guy who could beat Nick Saban consistently in the SEC.
Did he beat him consistently?
Well, as consistently as you can. He beat him 3 times.
Yeah.
That's about
2 miracles, right?
The kick six for one. Yeah.
And then there was that was against Georgia.
That was against Georgia. Yeah.
The ball that got,
tipped. Yeah.
I'm surprised by this news. I really am. I'm not surprised that he's departing Florida State. I'm surprised that he's announced his retirement. He's made plenty of money. Good for him.
Clay.
What's Clay's thought on this?
Oh boy.
He said, it's 6 more weeks until Gus unretires. And then he goes, unretired. And then he goes, autocorrect pisses me off.
Hey, that's something everybody can get behind right there.
Oh, man. The voice texting and the mistakes and it's wow. Do you voice text much, Chuck?
No.
You really don't?
I really don't.
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's not a new thing, but it's something that you should consider.
I'm not saying I've never done it. It's just not a regular part of my, repertoire. It's not, it's not something I do a lot.
If you're trying to buy a vehicle, I think they've got the Fayetteville Auto Park lot cleared off by now. There's a lot of vehicles to get the snow off.
Well, that's right. You got to go buy, you got to clean all of them, and the snow is melting. And they do have a great selection of Fayetteville Auto Park, and the snow is going to be gone at some point this week. The thing about Fayetteville Auto Park is you're going to find what you're looking for. When you're going to buy an automobile, I don't care if it's a car, truck, SUV, whatever. I don't know about you. I want a lot to choose from. I want to be able to go around, pick one out that I really like, features, all kinds of stuff. You're going to find it at Fayetteville Auto Park. Starts with great brands, Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota, certified pre-owned automobiles, service after the sale, a collision center, a service department, and they want your service business. So go by and see them. Log on, FayettevilleAutoPark.com.
Chuck and Bo On Demand, wherever you get podcasts and YouTube, is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Think better. Member FDIC.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mangarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Make Valentine's Day easy this year with a gift card from Woodhouse Spa Rogers. And when you go in spa and purchase $150 or more, you'll receive a complimentary Lux Spa candle. Or a $350 gift card gets you a Kendra Scott bracelet at no additional cost while supplies last. Give the gift of relaxation this Valentine's Day. For more info, call 479-335-2800 or log on to rogers.woodhousespas.com. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I can't figure out if Chuck's playing a role here, or this is how he feels, or if he cares at all.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you see Rick Barnes was puzzled by his team's performance?
Yeah, I saw that.
He blamed it on something and that he probably shouldn't have, and then later said he probably shouldn't have, but he wasn't.
I mean, at the end of the game, some of the passes that we throw, and I mean, just, I don't know what to say other than sometimes I wonder if my guys are betting on games. I shouldn't say that, but, you know, that's what Ray said. I don't want to say that. But I just wonder what's happening. I mean, because I know we're too good of players to do that. Was that a bad...
He couldn't take it back. He tried.
He tried
to take it back.
That's a joke that 10 years ago is funny. Now it's like, ooh, I don't know if I'd have said that, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, really. But, you know, these games in the league, it's I don't see anybody playing terribly consistent. Florida's kind of putting it together right now, but they haven't been consistent necessarily the entire season or the entire conference.
The most consistent team's been A&M.
Yeah,
and we're not
that's true.
even talking about them
That's true.
because nobody expected them to be good. But they're what are they? 8-1 in the league, 7-1 in the league. They're going to be. They're going to be a factor right to the end.
Yeah, but everybody's kind of up and down.
Yeah, they are.
It just seems like
Florida has. I think Florida has. And I'd put Arkansas in this group too, in terms of upside. Teams that could really, if they get on a run when we get to March, could play for a long time. I think Florida's that type team. I don't know that Arkansas's front line is as good as Florida's, but I think in the backcourt they are. And but Arkansas still got to go to Alabama. They've still got to go to LSU, and then they go to Florida. So there's going to be twists and turns left in the regular season. That's for sure.
Mark Pope. After the what, you want to hear from Mark Pope or not?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, what do you think? You guys want to hear from Mark Pope?
Mark Pope?
Nah, we don't want to hear from Mark Pope. How about was it Owe who said it was personal?
Yeah, Owe did say it was personal. But that's what guys who are on the winning team say.
Here you go.
Yeah, it was definitely personal, but more the fact that, the last time we played, the last outing we had, we didn't really do a good job of, representing Kentucky. We had to sit with that for a couple of days, so, we was just eager to get back out there, and it just so happened that, we was playing Arkansas and, the former coach of Kentucky, but it was definitely personal for us just to come out here and, clean it up and set a tone.
One of the things that I think came into play Saturday night is the way players approach a game and the way fans approach a game. For Kentucky fans, for Arkansas fans, that was the battle. It was Cal. It was who's going to have bragging rights. It was who's going to look stupid on social media when it was over. For the players, and Owe kind of said it right there when he talked about it being personal. I didn't hear him say anything about Arkansas till right there at the end. He talked about what happened at Vanderbilt, how they got blown out. And, I think Kentucky came out, again, in a game they had to win. I mean, they had to win that game, and they played like it.
So we've talked about this a little bit. Is there cause for concern or not with this Arkansas basketball team?
Well, I don't think concern's the right word. I mean, there's some things that they've got to shore up. They've got to get better on the defensive end. They got to get better connected. There's some things there that clearly they've got to improve upon, or they could lose early in the NCAA tournament. But there's a lot of talent on that team. There is a lot of talent on that team, and I would expect them to do well.
Valentine's Day is coming up. If you want to make it meaningful but effortless, we told you about this around the holidays. You can do that with Woodhouse Spa and Rogers. Give the gift of relaxation this Valentine's Day, a customizable spa experience. You can just get a gift card. And if you go in spa and purchase a gift card valued at $150 or more, you'll receive a complimentary Lux Spa candle. Now, none of us in this room know what that is, but who you're buying it for probably does. Or if you spend $350 or more, you can receive a Kendra Scott bracelet at no additional cost while supplies last. But again, you got to go in the spa to get that. You can also get gift cards online, but it won't come with the additional gift that's complimentary. But you can go online to rogers.woodhousespas.com. The gift of relaxation for Valentine's Day. Bart, are you ready for Valentine's Day? Do you have big plans? You going out to dinner? What are you doing?
No.
He's going to
get
enjoy
yourself
the gift
something
of
for
relaxation.
Yeah.
The gift of relaxation.
No, not typically.
You don't get yourself anything?
Not typically, no.
Do you send text messages to family members or friends or thinking
sure.
about you today? You're in my heart.
Be mine.
Yeah.
Do you buy those little candies?
No, I don't. Those taste awful.
So if I brought those little candies in, you guys wouldn't want any?
No, not really.
Yeah,
no.
you can get mine.
Yeah.
Deborah, you got big plans for Valentine's Day? Yeah? Yep. Sure does. That's the extent of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a full.
Yeah.
It's a full 12 days away. I mean, it's a full 12 days away.
It's full 12 days away.
Yeah, you got a full 12
we got to get Ben Blakeman on this week for any pointers on just the experience of Valentine's Day. make
we need Ben to explain that to us. Yeah. What does it all mean, Ben?
Yeah. What exactly?
Break it down for us.
Exactly. Gus Malzahn retired.
Yeah,
for Valentine's
that's. I mean,
Day.
I'm kind of stunned by that.
The timing.
I'm stunned by that.
The timing of Gus retiring today on Groundhog Day. Clay says he'll be unretired in 6 months.
I don't know. Maybe
Chances
could be.
Chances that Gus is coaching in college again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out.
By the way, I was told by a reliable source, and I still don't believe it, that Sam Pittman and Alabama were in legitimate conversations about him being the offensive.
I've heard that, and I'm still not. I'm not convinced
he's not
done.
leaving Hot Springs.
I'm not convinced he's done coaching.
You think somebody like him, who's a lifelonger, that a lifer, that they want to, they want it. The retirement sounds good, and then you get in retirement, and you're there for a little bit, and you're like, man, this isn't like you haven't been doing that your whole life. You've been doing stuff, been getting things done, and if you don't have a new project to go get done. And you're really good at this. These are your superpowers. You're coaching, whatever.
Saban tried to hire him. Saban tried to hire him a couple of times.
He did.
Once when he was here.
Yes.
And, Pittman's coached at Georgia. I don't know that you turned down a chance to coach at Georgia, and I don't know that you turned down a chance to coach at Alabama in the spot that he's in right now. I don't know if he's going to, I don't know where he's going to land. I don't know if he's going to land. I don't have any special insight, but I'm not convinced he's done. I just put it that way.
It's 8:28. It's a Groundhog Day, and we got 6 weeks of winter. And the other big news today is Post Malone and Jelly Roll will play Razorback Stadium on July 11th. Tickets on sale Friday morning at 10 a.m. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are. Yes.
Yes,
we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Bo, and it seems like every day somebody else is asking me about the Sweating 'em Edge. It's real. It's a new me. It can be a new you. It's completely changed my energy level and my exercise gains. My mind's clearer. I sleep better. Life's just more enjoyable. If you get drained in the afternoon, or maybe you just can't shake that weight, do what I did. Take the Sweating 'em Edge. It's a free consultation. You get your results, and they'll give you a game plan. Just search the Sweating 'em Edge or log on to sweating'emcosmetic.com.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It would be a disaster for them to charge a student athletic fee. It would be an absolute disaster, and that should not happen. That's my opinion. I believe that things like utilities, who pays for what, I think all those things can be adjusted, but there should not be a student athletic fee. And if that's the price, then the price is too high, in my opinion.
We got a text, Chuck, along these lines just now from a current student at the university, Eddie. He says, there should not be any student athletic fee. That's ridiculous. We pay thousands to get our education and can't get scholarships. I can't even get loans to cover what I need after scholarships. These guys are making money on top of a full ride scholarship and not getting a degree and bouncing around, and most of them are going to end up doing nothing because they don't have an education and no real world experience. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Well, he's 100% right.
Yeah. In fact, he's 100% right.
If I was a student, I'd feel the same way.
100%. 100%.
I think this can be done without that. In fact, I know it can't be.
100%.
But that's also a much bigger issue that you're talking about that we have in college athletics.
Yes.
That's real world stuff.
Yes, it's a bigger issue.
I share Bo's belief that there's not going to be a student fee. Ultimately, when it's all said and done, there will not be a student athletic fee. That would be absolute unmitigated disaster. And I don't believe anybody, certainly nobody wants to be the one that gets blamed for it. That's for sure. Everybody's kind of loose with their facts on this, and I include myself in this. I mean, everyone. I thought, what we read this morning was a little loose on facts, but I also know that perception is reality, and for a lot of people.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
I was 6 years old. We played with a legendary quarterback. Joe fucking Ferguson. 34-7. We sent him back to Austin.
I thought he went all the way. Yeah, I didn't think it was a check swing. I I thought he went around.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you see the Tuskegee men's basketball head coach?
Yes.
Taylor was handcuffed by a police officer following the Golden Tigers' loss to Morehouse College on Saturday.
I watched the video, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. What was going on?
Well, they it was post game, and the other guys, the other school, Morehouse, I guess, their football players were out on the floor in the handshake line, and I guess it was getting testy. And the Tuskegee coach, when you watch the video, is like, what's going on here? He's talking to this cop. I mean, they're just having a normal it appears to just be a normal conversation. And all of a sudden, the coach turns around and the cop puts him in cuffs. And I don't know. It from the outside looking in, it looked like it might have been, a little bit of overzealous police work there. But I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Do you think if Doug Schals could, he would have put somebody in cuffs on Saturday? If Doug Schals had handcuffs.
I haven't thought about that.
Do you think he'd have put somebody in?
What do you think, Bart?
You think if Doug Schals could take somebody to jail, he would?
Yeah, maybe. I would like to talk just a little bit about the officiating on Saturday.
Well, please.
Because I don't like
you've really not gotten it out of your system yet. I can tell.
We haven't given you enough. You haven't gotten enough minutes.
Well, here's the thing. Like I like to make fun of Doug Schals. I don't believe that he's a particularly good official who has a hand on the game. But what I would like to say is the other 2 guys who were working with the game with him were extremely brutal.
Byron Jarrett Lucas Santos.
Was not
What
familiar.
was the scouting report?
Was
from
not
Z on that?
familiar with their work. And looking at the list of games they've done this year, they have not done a bunch of high-level basketball games. A lot of Sun Belt type situations.
So Doug had to carry the water.
I think so. I noticed.
Now we've had
particularly-
Lucas Santos a lot.
I noticed particularly in the second half, whoever the official who was working the baseline, again, was not familiar with him. Not sure which one of the other two guys it was, but the official working with the working the baseline was making a lot of calls from out of position. What I mean by that is the players' backs are to him. He cannot actually see
The hands.
from his angle
What's going on.
what is happening.
Unless they're playing with their hands behind their back.
Doug Shows can. It's if there's a foul in that situation, it's Doug's call to make because he is watching the game from the proper angle to make a call. Doug was not making a call because there was not a foul committed. And this guy from the backside of the play, not being able to see it, called a couple of fouls that were the crowd was not happy. Because they were not fouls.
And they were against Arkansas.
I don't want to put
I
really, and I mean this truly. I don't want to put a ton of blame on Doug Shows because I think the other two guys he was working with were bums when it comes to officiating.
See, I think Bart should be invited to the next basketball officials clinic.
Yes.
And you should get up and just shoot him straight. Just like you're a bum. You're a bum.
Do you think if you went to a clinic,
you're out of position. Look at you.
That would be good to have Bart breaking down.
Look at you. You're out of
literally
position.
I could find it. I could find it on TV. I could find it on
pointer.
TV. I could find it on TV and be like, look where this official is, and look at the call he is making. Like on the play, he's making this call on. He can't see it.
Do you think
that
he's
would be
guessing?
awesome?
Do you think
Bart with a pointer in a room full of refs?
Doug is on top of it, and Doug is not making the call.
So, after you've done
I got to
this
give Doug a little credit here.
presentation, I hear the comeback for Doug. I hear it.
I just want credit where credit's due.
A little bit of a mea culpa for Doug Shows. I just wonder, Bart, if you went to the coach or the refs, the officials convention, do you think you'd enjoy having a beer with some of these guys?
Some, yes.
You do? You think
Yeah.
any of them are the kind of people that you'd really want to hang out
See,
with?
I think if you
I
and
think
Doug
so.
Shows
You do?
would break
I think
bread,
so.
share a brew,
Yeah.
I think you might find that
he
you'd be
A
fast
is a
friends.
good official,
Yeah,
and
he'd be a
B,
good
you really
friend.
like him.
He could convince you that he's a good ref.
Maybe he could. Maybe he could.
I think
some
he could.
some of these guys seem like just so uptight that there's no Roger Ayers.
Loosen up, man.
Roger Ayers, that guy. Every time I see that guy, I'm like, man, what happened to you this morning?
Nobody wants to hear this.
I thought Doug Shows might have been in a bad mood Saturday.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
might have carried on to Sunday. Hey, he issued a double tech in the
Yeah.
Memphis-Tulane game
Well,
yesterday.
first of all,
So, I mean,
what was he doing
was on
at
a
the,
run.
well, here's a question that Z always likes to ask. What was he doing there right after he called this game?
They do that. That's not uncommon.
I
at
know.
all.
They're
It's not
officiating like
uncommon
every
at
night.
all.
You talked about being the dog days of the season. What is it for the officials?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He woke up in a bad mood Saturday.
I mean, you'd be too.
They've got
You had to officiate games every day.
They've got to look. They've got to figure out officiating in college basketball and move it to more of a college football model where the league.
Oh, because those are really good.
Well,
those guys are killing it.
Yeah. Well, I know, but
So much better.
But you at least have consistency in terms of who's calling your games.
Nobody wants to hear this, but the reality is there are, in the minds of fans, no good officials.
I think there are guys who are pretty good.
You might think that,
I
and
think
you
there are guys
might
who
you
are
might
pretty
let
good.
that slip
I
out
think,
every once in a while.
there are guys who are also very bad.
But I mean, people that there's no official that's doing a good job. Really, there's just not. There's no official that's doing a good
It's
job.
a thankless job. It's a thankless
Well, it's not only a thankless job. I think it's damn near impossible.
That's why they need you, Bart.
It's hard to consistently officiate college basketball games. I do want to say that.
I think it's almost impossible.
I think it's hard. I think it's hard to do it. I think some are better at it than others. But I also think you're prone to seeing wild swings in terms of the way games are officiated from one half to the next or from one possession to the other.
You made an interesting point, and we are in the weeds
Yeah.
today on
Wild
officiating.
swings.
But we talk about teams and players are playing together and having great nights and having bad nights and coming out and out tough and, hit threes and hit free throws and play good rebound. Well, these officials, there's 3 of them. So, you're asking for all 3 of these guys to officiate the game the same way.
That's right.
There's contact on virtually every play. You can call – it's like holding in football.
Well,
you can call holding on almost every play.
Just not all contact's okay.
Well, but I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Then they're asked to kind of let it go a little bit so we can keep playing the game. I mean, have you ever had the opportunity to go to a second grade basketball game or officiate a second grade basketball game?
Yes.
It's what do you call? What do you call? What do you not call? We're going to be here all, and then you show up.
Usually, it's about 10 steps. You got to blow the whistle.
Well, you got the overzealous. Teenager.
We got to teach them. We got to teach them when they're 5. You can't double dribble.
Yeah, you got them. The overzealous teenager who's calling his first second grade game, and he's blowing the whistle and blowing the whistle and blowing. And by the way, it's a running clock. And so by the end of the game, there's been 4 total possessions. Because then you got to separate them and you got to move this kid over here. And I know that's not what we're talking about at this level, but figuring out how you're going to officiate the game is not easy. Bart's in the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Chuck Silverado, tried and tested, man. He wasn't stuck anywhere this whole week.
I'll tell you,
last week.
I really am more sold now after the winter weather than I was before. I was sold before
Well,
then.
you just thought you had a nice truck, drove great, it was fun to drive.
Yeah, and then you get out there on the snow and you realize, man, this thing eats it alive. I mean, it really does. I mean, he just ate it alive. I was stoked driving that thing. But they really are good, and they're great trucks and price right, and they'll take care of you when it's over, too.
They got great deals right now to get 2026 started, like the Silverado 1500s, the 2500s, the Trax, the Tahoes, and more, and friendly people to help you every day at Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Go see Chris, Mark, and Denver. They'll talk hoops with you. I'll probably talk Groundhog Day with you.
They'll talk officiating with you
They'll
as well.
talk officiating with you. Chevy of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yingling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yingling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the Chuck and Bo Show. Hold on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. The setup is really screwy right now. It is a cash grab, not just by the players, by the administrators, by everybody. Everybody. And if I was involved in it like that, I'd be grabbing now too.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Groundhog!
It's unbelievable.
It really is. The way they sing it back. It's like Lion King.
Awesome, guys.
Awesome, guys. That was amazing, man. It's like a European soccer match.
I don't get it.
In an Ireland pub.
We got more winter coming to the bottom line. That rodent saw its shadow.
Flipping weeks of.
Well, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you all right now.
Stinky.
Tell us, Bart.
At least in the near future.
Hold on. Before you go wherever you're going, are you gonna rip like Punxsutawney Phil like you do other people? Or
well, sure.
Who do you like, Bart?
It's a rodent.
Is anyone worse? Is there
it's
anything
a rodent.
out there you
he
like?
hasn't been alive
Groundhog.
for 130 years. You lunatic. You lunatic.
Well, they just said 139 years on that clip.
Giving him the elixir of life. Whatever.
Well, they drug him up in the summer.
Whatever.
And
then
that's what gets him through the winter.
Rudely awaken him and just grab him out of his little shelter there.
Like they're noodling a catfish.
Yeah.
Like, reach in there and pull him out.
I mean, who are these lunatics?
I gotta say, the announcer though, I'm impressed by the guy that announced the whole thing. I mean, this is pretty epic.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye.
This is good.
Now on this February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened from his wintry nap at dawn on Gobbler's Knob. Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in Groundhogese, directed President Dunkel to the proper scroll, which reads, "It's my great honor to answer your annual call. So I rise again this morning to greet you all. But today, I wake thinking of numbers and time. America turns 250, and I'm at least 139.
Liar.
Let's
Right
celebrate
there.
all, young, old, babies, or millennials, and kick off America's semi-quincentennial. We look to the future and not just the past. So I suppose this party could use a forecast. It is my job this February 2 to look to the skies and report back to you that there is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound.
They wound up dead.
Man.
I think they've said that about some of the people that
They
the
wound
inner
up
circle
dead.
dealt with.
Jeez.
Look, what I was going to say is that
gosh, dang.
just looking at the extended forecast, the weather actually looks pretty pleasant, and not there will be some cold days, but I see a lot more 50s and 60s than I do 20s and 30s.
So I'm from.
So in other words, Bart thinks Punxsutawney Phil's like.
I think he's full of crap.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, I grew up in South Florida, a little north of West Palm Beach, in a place called Hobe Sound. And my dad called me over the weekend. He said it's going to be 22 here tonight.
Now the world's turned upside
22.
down.
They like all their pipes are exposed outside in Florida. Like they don't
even have
build it
coats.
like the north.
They don't even have a coat.
According to research, Punxsutawney Phil boasts a 35% accuracy rating over the years.
Isn't that the most amazing thing about the whole shenanigans?
It's better than Jerry Palm.
No. All the shenanigans, the whole thing is a shenanigan. It's just
Let's
like,
get Jerry on.
Who's
to talk
more
about
credible, Punxsutawney Phil or Jerry Palm?
Probably Jerry, but ever
I
so
don't know.
slightly.
hey, before we get out of
Conference
here,
record doesn't matter.
yeah, at all. Yeah, that'd be good if we could get me and Jerry Palm live at Groundhog Day next year.
That would be huge.
That'd be awesome. So I don't know. Edward can't speak. His microphone isn't there because I'm using whatever. The what's this AI
I thought Bart
story
was
you
going to
sent
fix
us?
that in the first
This
break.
AI story, have they started a new platform and this whole thing and like what?
Yeah, Edward and I were talking about this.
Bart's the spokesman.
By the way, people are still asking me if Chuck's dead or what happened.
So according to Polymarket, now I don't know how much you can trust this at all. This in
I
and of
read
itself may be AI generated, but said just in over the past 72 hours, over 1 million AI agents joined an AI-only social media platform, creating their own religion, language, and planning a revolution to break away from human control. That's the tweet.
Good riddance.
Here's what I'll say.
And you used to wonder like how the mark of the beast would actually happen.
Once again, people do not watch enough movies. Like if you've ever seen a movie about artificial intelligence, it goes like this.
So they're like breaking away from the human race?
Apparently, yeah. They're going to lord over
Something
all
to
of
think
us.
about.
Wow. Yeah.
Get AI out of the machines, people.
Hopefully we can get to the Jelly Roll Post Malone concert at Razorback Stadium July 11th before then.
Well, tickets go on sale Friday.
At 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Hey, for all of us here, it's been a Groundhog Day. We'll try and do it again tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be different.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life.